So for today's flight, here I am back at the Black Mountain Community Park. They do a lot of soccer practice here. We used to fly from that grassy area of the park, but a couple of people complained in the housing, even though we weren't around the area. So just to keep the peace, we stopped doing that. For today, this flight, I did change the angle of how I'm sitting. I did move these up a little forward, so hopefully that gets me to lay back a little bit into the seat. I did try to add an extension to this little velcroed piece, which has the adjustable kind of a thigh piece here, but it just didn't hold up. It just collapsed on itself. So I'm hoping with me sitting a little bit back, that's going to be more comfortable. And again, I didn't do it a whole lot, so maybe 3 or 4 degrees, but I'm still in the break-in phase, so I'll go up for about 20 to 30 minutes, and we'll have a great time. So a bit of a gusty day, but I'm really happy to try to get in my second flight before it really starts to get hot again here in San Diego. We've had a couple of heat waves, a little bit of a break, and I'm ready to fly. So the Atom 80 engine continued to start right up. 1 pull usually, maybe 2. It's just a wonderful engine. Really glad to be back flying the Atom 80. I'm flying the Epsilon 9, which is the newest version of the Epsilon series from Advance Wings. Love this wing. It's not a dedicated paramotor wing, but it does have the hybrid risers with trims. Really love this wing. I think I've mentioned that a few times now. I encourage anybody who can fly a lightweight setup to really give it a shot. Now you may need a lot of power for acro, perhaps you're doing slalom, but otherwise it's so easy to maneuver in a lightweight unit. The Eclipse with the Atom 80, it's almost like a well-padded paragliding harness. It's so easy to maneuver, turn around, take off. I barely know it's on my back, other than it's making a lot of noise back there. I first started flying paragliders here about 15 years ago, where I learned that road down there was never there. This was all open space, no housing that you can see right now. The paragliding side is off to the right. A lot of development in and around all of San Diego. In 10 years, who knows? We find it harder and harder to stay away from houses, but still some open space. So since I'm limiting myself to around 30 minutes of flight, I'm not wandering too far from the area. As you can see, there's a lot of development there, but also a lot of open space, some emergency landing spots. So really a nice area just to fly around, make sure the engine's working great, and just do my break-in. So today has a little bit more wind than forecast. I would say it's around 8 or 9 miles an hour. Some gusts in there, nothing bad. But I'm finding that with this headwind, my wing does not want to come down. I have about maybe a quarter trims out. I could have at least a half right now. I'm just floating. I'm no way I'm going to make this landing site. So I'm not even trying, or I do some nice, maybe some figure eights coming in, or S-turns, I guess you would say. But no, I'm just going to float over here, do a go around, and come back in. I should let those trims out a little bit more, but I didn't. So this is a better approach, but I really should have let those trims out a little bit more. I want more speed. I don't like floating coming down, so I have to be really careful not to brake too soon, or really I'm not going to have a lot of maneuverability. So I landed, felt good, just kept the wing overhead. And I thought, well, I'll just do a touch and go. So this time coming down, I did float a bit, and I kind of dropped it a little bit harder than I wanted to. Not bad, but just wasn't a really great landing. So I kind of put it out of my mind and put the wing down. But then the more I thought about it, I said, well, let me end on a much better landing than that. So I just started up the engine again. I'm just so thankful this is the Atom 80 and it's real easy to do. Just pulled up the wing and I'm going to go one more time. as gusty. Okay, that was a little better. See here, I have my reserve set up. There's my Syride flight computer. Works very well. I'm going to store my little fanny pack right in here. And then if I don't forget, I'm going to fit that stuff bag in here, and believe it or not, it will stuff in there. It's a pretty lightweight bag, just in case I need to hike a bit. So that's the second flight on the Fy Products Eclipse Atom 80. I'm really liking this unit. It's easy on my back, maneuverable. The seat, it's not the Dudek power seat, but it's comfortable, it's lightweight, easy to maneuver, easy to launch, and very easy to get out of this seat and land. What can I say? It's easy. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.